Hey everybody, welcome back to Bearded Goblin Gaming. In today's episode, it's kind of an exciting one. We're going to do a little bit of sculpting. We got a little bit of an announcement, and I'll do that here towards the end of the video. But what you're going to need is your choice of sculpting material, whether you're going to do super sculpty firm, regular, and just mix it, your green stuff, or even some of the plumber's putty that cures like 5 to 10 minutes. These are really simple sculpts and quick to do, so you could probably get away with it. My choice is going to be epoxy sculpt. The A and B, you just mix 1 to 1 and it works out pretty good. There's a few tricks to do it. There's a few other videos that explain it in a lot more detail. But just make sure you got water on hand for this to keep yourself from sticking. You're going to want whatever sculpting tools you can get your hands on. I've got quite a few here. Small metal ruler. I can't find mine, so I got a small plastic one. I'm going to be using some leather punches today to get my perfect circles, but if you don't have those, search around the house for some pins. They got a good hole there, and then like the back of a mechanical pencil, you take the eraser out, you got a decent circle, and just look around for those because it's just little presses and it usually works out pretty good. So we'll get started, and like I said, we'll do an announcement at the end of the video, and enjoy. All right, so here we go. We're going to be sculpting a supply crate. So I want it to be decent size. I'm thinking like the supply drops from the Division or Call of Duty. So decent sized trunk. So with her as our representation, I would say maybe 1.5 inches long by 1 inch wide by maybe 3/4 inches tall. And to save a little clay, what I'll do, see if this works. Put that down a little bit. Should work there as our base. My epoxy sculpt's a little old, but it works pretty good. You can tell because the hardener here looks pretty bad. So you just want to make sure that your pieces are equal or close to it. Looks pretty close there. Just mix them together for a few minutes. Just remember your water so you're not sticking to everything. I like to roll them out into snakes. Just kind of give them a twist. So you're just going to mix this up, make sure it's mixed for a few minutes, and then you're going to let it rest. It lets some of the stickiness go away so you can work with it a little bit better. I usually don't wait. I'm pretty impatient when it comes to sculpting and messing around with clay. Actually, I think we'll do this. You don't push too hard down on this, let it stick a little bit. And then you can just take your razor blade when you're done and go underneath of it and knock it off. Let's go 3 wide should do it. It sticks to that foam core pretty good. I've got the paper already taken off a lot of it, so that's why you didn't see me take it off. Maybe could have hot glued that together Doing it with this, I don't have to worry about the heat or anything like that. If you're going to use super sculpting and put it in the oven, you're going to have to worry about your interior. Maybe use cardboard, or I use a lot of that metal foil tape along with the tin foil. Just kind of makes it easier to work with. Kind of quick and ugly to get the box made. I think what we'll do is we'll actually turn this on its side, build the box that way. Water's not going to hurt it. It'll look a little slimy, but it'll do pretty good. Just make sure you cover up all your interior. This is why I like a small straight edge. Just kind of press that in. That'll help you get everything flat. Use a paper towel. Get it as square as you can. You can always sand it down later, but we're going to put some markings in it. I kind of want it to be square now. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. These walls as square as we can, so I'm not too worried about the bottom. So that's okay. We got a couple little funky pieces in there, but I think we can work with those. So now what we're going to do is figure out where you want your lid. So I'm going to come down about 1/4 of an inch. Just kind of roll my ruler or whatever you got through. Try and keep it even all the way around. Okay. Again, if you need water, make sure you're using water. So now, if you look up on the internet, what I'm working on, it's those plastic military crates. So they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, so you can go pretty crazy with how you want to do your designs. So, like with this one, I'm just going to go, we'll call this the front. Finger. We're just going to, like that. Oh, not sharp enough. You can always go back and clean stuff up. I'm just going to play around with it. The nice thing about this is you got some working time. So you got plenty of stuff you can do. Be careful so you don't mush out your detail. We got that little hole there. We can always fix that later. You get any fingerprints on there, don't worry about it. With it still being wet like that, we can take a brush with some water and just kind of brush that away. So now I want to figure out the locking mechanism. So I'm just going to put circle start there. And where did I... like with these imperfections, if I can get them close, once this is dry, I can take some of these smaller files. These work really good for a lot of different projects, but then I can just go through and sand them smooth, and then it won't matter that my sculpting's a little wonky. And there you go. Looks pretty rough. I mean, it needs some filler in here. I'll have to mix up some more. I'll wait for it to dry a little bit so I don't go squishing it. And then, like I said, I'll take some of these little files, I'll sand it down and square it up that way. And I can still go back and put in the hinges if I really feel like it needs to be in there. But yeah, for now, like that wall needs to be done. It works for me. Where'd you? I mean, that's a big crate, but you figure if there's 3 or 4 rolls in it, with my Project Echo that's up on Drive-Thru RPG right now, there's mission in there for actually putting down, once you build your map, if you want, you can actually put down supply crates and then go and try to claim those while your opponents are trying to take shots at you, or just claim them themselves. And that's mainly what a lot of this is for, along with the other sculpts I've done, along with a couple other games I have in development. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Like before, I said there was an announcement at the end, and I'm glad you stayed. So I'm trying to grow my Instagram and my YouTube at the same time, as well as start selling some stuff on Etsy. So what I sculpted today, this little crate and a whole kit, I'm getting ready to mold and cast those, and I'll be putting those up on my Etsy store, as well as doing a giveaway on Instagram. And then once YouTube does start to pick up and get bigger, then we'll probably do some giveaways here. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow my Etsy. It's all Bearded Goblin Gaming. Instagram, it's all just one big mushy word. But I'll be putting out updates and everything like that. Hopefully it won't take too long to get those up and going. And really appreciate your support. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Let me know if there's anything you think I'm doing wrong or doing good. It's just going to help me get bigger and work with everything. All right. Thanks. Bye.